What from there? So in the previous class, we have created three org units through different ways. Okay. One through organized staffing, another through simple maintenance, and third through the expert mode. So in the previous class, we have got one question. So I was able to figure out the difference between simple and expert mode. So in the simple maintenance, basically you can set up the structure and you can see which org unit will be reporting under which org unit. But you will not be able to create the org unit with more depth in details. Okay. But in the expert mode, you can go and you can like provide various information related to that org unit. You can maintain the relationship and the description and various other information you can store about the org unit through expert mode. So uh, now in my previous classes we have created these org units. Now what I will be doing, I will be setting up the relationship between these three org units. So the thing is that this is the main org unit, and under this we have created two org units. So we have to set up the relationship. And in order to set up a relationship, when we go from top to down, I mean from the upper org unit to lower org unit, we use the relationship as B. And if we are maintaining the relationship between the same kind of object, so here what we are going to do, we are going to maintain the relationship between org unit and or another org unit. So in that case, we will be using the number as 002. And if we are going from top to down, we will be using the character as B. So we will be maintaining the relationship as B002. In other case, if I am going to set up a relationship from IBM HR to IBM, so here I am going from bottom to top. So in this case, uh, the relationship will be noted as A002. So I will be showing you, and also when we maintain the relationship, for example, I have set up the relationship from IBM to IBM HR, like a B002. So if I go to this org unit IBM HR and if I see the relationship of this org unit, it will get automatically created. Okay. So for example, I have created the B002 relationship, B002 relationship from IBM to IBM HR. So if I go in the IBM HR record, I will be able to see another relationship will get automatically created as A002 from IBM HR to IBM. So let me show you practically. This is the code. Okay, if you can remember the name, if you are able to identify your unit, you can either first, let's just go through the expert mode. Okay, so there is a transaction code PO10. Either you can see from here, you can go to the human resources, organization management, organize plan. Okay, so I'm using the expert mode now. So there is a transaction code PO10. Either you can go from here, and if you remember the transaction, you can use it. So I will give PO10 and I will give the. So if I want to search my org unit, okay, what I will do, I will give the name IBM. Either I can give the name as IBM because I am searching for my org unit IBM and click on enter. Once I click on enter, there is an input help. Okay, so all the org unit which is containing this text IBM will come in the search result. Okay, so I can either select from here and I can my code is this one 50008825. Okay, either I can search for the result by entering the text of my org unit IBM and then clicking on enter, or either I can click on this icon. We can call it as function F4, or either I can directly click on here and it will also retrieve those search results. Okay, or I can directly give my code for my org unit. If I remember the code, I can give the. So this is the org unit. We want to set the relationship for this org unit. I will click on enter. Once I click on enter, the org unit name and the abbreviation related to that org unit has automatically came. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a relationship. So here there is a info type called relationship. So basically this info type is will be storing the information related to the relationship of this organ. So I will select this info type and I will click on the create icon. So as I told you, if we are going to create a relationship from IBM to IBM HR, I will be using the code as B002. So before putting the code, I can see in this type of related object, there is a drop down. I can see a lot of object types are coming. Some is related to company, cost center. These all are the object type. Course, and if we go to S, position, if we go to O, uh, organization unit. Okay. So now lot of object types are coming. Okay. But if I give the relationship as B002, B, it is saying top to down. We are going from top to down, and I will give the 02. And once I click on enter, you can see the list of option got narrowed down, and it is only showing the relationship of showing the only related object as organization unit. So when we are maintaining the relationship between same kind of object, we can use this code as 002. And now I will, in this ID of related object, I will be giving the ID of my another org for which I want to create a relationship. So if I give IBM, because I have created another org with the name as IBM HR. Okay. So either I have to remember the code. It is 5,000,8826, or I can search for it by giving the description of that org and clicking on enter. Okay. So it has automatically retrieved the result of this org, and it has also retrieved the code. So when I click on enter, and if I click on save, the relationship between IBM and IBM HR has been created. So you can see the B002 relationship has been created. For example, if I open this org IBM HR, you can see that I have only created the relationship from IBM to IBM HR. Okay. But if I go to the org IBM HR, and if I see the relationship of this org, you can see there is one record which has automatically created, and it is showing us the relationship as A002 from IBM HR to IBM. Okay. So I have showed you how to create a relationship between from upper org unit to lower org unit. Now I am will be showing you how to create from lower to upper. So I will first open this IBM Finance. Either I can give the code or I can give the name of that org unit, IBM Finance. Give me 1 minute, guys. So I have given the code of IBM Finance, and if I click on the relationship, I will select the info type relationship. I will click on this create icon, and now I am going from bottom to top. So I will be using the character A, bottom to up. You can see we are creating the relationship IBM Finance to IBM, and we are going to maintain the relationship between the same kind of object. So I will give the A002. I will select this object type, real type of related object. So we are creating the relationship between org to org, and I will give the org unit text IBM. So lot of result has came. I know this is the code for my org unit IBM. Once I click on enter, I will click on save. So the relationship from IBM Finance to with IBM has been created. If I click on this overview icon, you can see the relationship has been created. So the inverse relationship would have also automatically got created. So if I open this org unit IBM, I will be able to see two relationship records. Okay. First one is the which we have created earlier from when we are creating the relationship from IBM to IBM HR. And if I go here, you may be able to find there is another record created with the org unit as IBM Finance. Okay, so that's how we set up the relationship between the org. Now, there is another object type called position. Okay, so if there is a company, for example, if IBM is a company, then there will be lot of people working in that company. Okay, for example, under IBM HR, there will be a lot of employees would be working there, and they will be working on the different positions. So maybe for example, in the IBM HR, one senior HR would be there and junior HR position would be there. Okay. So in that position, the different kind of task will be performed. Senior HR will be performing different kind of activity. Junior HR will be performing different kind of activity, and there will be also be a difference of their payment. Okay. So we will be creating some positions. Okay, so in obviously if there is a company, there will be lot of employees working there, and some positions would be there. Okay, so we'll be creating one position as senior HR. So if you want to create a position, then either you may remember the code, okay, or either you can go through this path. So here in the expert mode, you can see there is a transaction code PO13. So if I open this transaction code PO13, there is one new screen has been opened, and it is asking us to give the position. Okay, and so I will be creating one position. So what I will do, I will be giving the position, uh, I will be selecting this object info type. Okay, and period, I will be creating all the object types from the validity period 1/1/1800 or 1900 to 31/12/99. Okay, so I will be going to create one position. So what I will do, I will go to this object info type, and I will select this create icon. Okay, here it is asking me to give some object abbreviation name. So for example, I will be giving senior HR as the object name and abbreviation as a SHR. I will click on enter, and then I will click on save. And now after storing the information of the object, it will also ask me to set up a relationship. Okay, so either if we are going to set up a relationship between position and a org unit, the relationship will be A to 003. You know, because position will be working under the will be coming under some organization, so we will be always going from bottom to top. So the character code will be used as A. Okay, and we are setting up the relationship between different kind of objects, so it has automatically pick up the 003 code. Okay, so here I will click on enter, and I am setting up a relationship of this position with a org unit. Basically, this position will be reporting under one org unit, and I am going to create this position under a IBM HR. So I will be selecting the code of the IBM HR, and I will click on save. So I have created one position as senior HR with having the code and abbreviation as these abbreviation and details. Okay. So take the screenshot of this one. And then I will be going to create another position as junior HR. What I will do first, I will either I can go back to open this transaction PO10 again, and oh sorry, it is PO10. For position, the transaction code is PO30. So I'm going to create a new position. So first I have to remove this object ID from here. I will click on enter. Okay. I have removed this object ID. Now I'm going to create another position as junior HR. So what I will do, I will first select this object info type, then I will click on create icon. I'm giving the object abbreviation as JHR and with the object name as junior HR. I will save this object. After that, it will system will ask me to create a relationship. Okay. So I will be going to create this relationship under the same org unit, IBM HR. So I will be giving the IBM HR and then I will be saving this. So I have created two positions under the what you can say under the org unit IBM HR as senior HR and junior HR. So here we are using basically the expert mode. If we want to see the structure, okay, of these org units and this position. So there is a simple maintenance mode and the organizer stopping mode. So let me open the simple maintenance mode. Under simple maintenance, I will go to PPOS underscore old display and I will be searching for my org unit. So I will system, I will give in the system as my org unit name as IBM. So lot of org unit has came. So I am not sure which one is mine. So what I will be doing, I will be giving the code of my org unit. Let's just remove this. I will go to this system and the code for my org unit is 5000825. So my org unit has come. I will select this and you can see one structure has came. These org unit IBM HR and IBM Finance is reporting to this IBM. Okay. And I want to see the position under these org units. So what I will do, I will select this main org unit and I will click on this staff assignment. So you can see one node has come, one expand node has come, and it is saying that there is some data under this IBM HR. So if I expand this, I will be able to see two position has been created under this org unit IBM HR. And we can also like see it in the graph format if we click on this icon, structure graphic, or either through the code Shift plus F8. So you can see there are two org units which is reporting to IBM and under IBM HR there are two positions. Okay. So today we have created the relationship between the org unit. We have created some positions and these positions are reporting to IBM HR.